Hello and welcome back. So in this section, I'm going to talk specifically about the list manager. This is very, very important and one of the most essential aspects of Leads Leap, in my opinion, that is. I think we all understand the purpose of a list, okay, and what does it mean? But I'm going to go back into basics because there are going to be people watching this video who may not even know what a list is, and you probably heard the money is in the list. Okay, so if you're collecting email addresses on your website, okay, so that you can set up a kind of a mailing list and continuously communicate with those leads, then that's what this is. Okay, so let me give you an example of a lead capture page. So lead capture pages come in all different shapes and sizes. We're going to talk more about how to create your own lead capture page, but basically they're all designed to simply collect leads. Okay, so typically you will have a field here, a name. Okay, you put in a name here, put in an email address, and when they click this button, they will simply become a part of your email list. What happens next will depend on what you decide. Okay, you are the controller of your funnel. This is what we call a lead funnel. So when when you send traffic to your URL, such as this one, that sends them to this particular page or whatever, it doesn't necessarily have to be this page. This is just an example. We've got a lot of templates and so on that you can get access to and reach out to your sponsor as to what share codes that they're using, or use an existing template built into the system. However, a page is just simply going to have a form on it. It's going to be the purpose is it's a simple page that doesn't give out too much information, but it gives out a lot of curiosity, something really simple. And the best way to do this is to just keep it as simple as possible, and then have a name here and then an email address here, and then they click the button and they're going to be added onto your mailing list. Now we're going to talk more about how to create a page like this in the page manager. Okay, so in the page manager down here, so don't jump there yet, because we'll talk about that in the next video. But the reason why I covered that briefly there is simply because what happens next is that they're going to be added to your mailing list, okay, or your email list, and that's what this is. This is where you manage your email lists, okay, and you can create as many new lists as you like. I've got a number of lists that I've created and set up, but you don't have to have so many. You can have just one key list if you're promoting one specific business or opportunity or platform or whatever, or maybe you're just branding yourself. Maybe you just want to create one list for everything that you do. However, I would recommend not doing that so much, simply because you don't want to spam people if you've got all kinds of different offers and doing all kinds of different things that are kind of not really related to each other. So that's why I have so many different lists. However, 2 or 3 lists are probably quite normal. So, even if you just start with one list, that's fantastic. And then you just focus on that list and you give out the same kind of information, maybe a list centered around how to generate traffic, maybe a list centered around how to promote your primary business, okay? Or if you're specifically involved in a network marketing company, such as Live Good, you can just simply create a Live Good mailing list like I've done here. And these are the follow-ups. That basically means that I've set up some follow-up messages, okay, and these email follow-up series are going to go out periodically. So what you need to do first is you need to simply click the blue button here, which will allow you to add a new campaign and a new list, if you like. All right, so that you can call the list anything you like. Okay, so like for example, my Amway business, or my Live Good business, or my crypto course, or my passive income earning list, or anything you like, whatever you're promoting, whatever you're trying to collect leads about, whatever, what do your leads want to learn about? Okay, what are you going to be able to offer them? And how are you going to be emailing out those leads moving forward, so that you've got to think about the content that you're going to be emailing them about. Okay, so I'm not going to create a new one because I've already created them. So once you've created one, you're gonna basically see a drop down window like this. You need to name the list, okay, whatever you want to name it. You need to give it a brand so that your people who join your list are going to know what it is about, the topic of the list. Okay, so in this case, my list is about Live Good, and my team within Live Good is called Pro Team. But you can brand it the way you want to brand it. It's up to you. You can optionally give it a color if you want to brand it with a certain color. You can also use an image as well, a kind of a logo. If you want to upload a logo for your brand, it's up to you. And then this is where they get redirected to after they opt in. So they when they put their name and email address on this page, they can click this button, and the very next page that they go to after they fill in the form here will depend. It could be a download page, it could be a more info page, it could be a bridge page, it could be just a thank you page, a page where you just say, thank you very much, I've just sent you your first email with all the information you need about the business. Okay, it could be something as simple as that, and then maybe a link, a button where they go to and sign up with your particular offer or business. Okay, that's simple. Okay, so put that URL there on the second page. That's the second the thank you page. Let me just show you what a page like that might look like. Let me just go to that page that I've created. So this is the second page. Okay, so if they opt in and they come to, then the second page will be this page. It gives them more information about the business. Okay, it has a button here so they can immediately join the business that I'm offering them. It gives them an opportunity to join my personal group. Okay, so they get the help and support and guidance. It gives you an extra bit of information about the company. Again, they have another opportunity to join the company. You don't have to do it like this. You can make it a lot more simple. Just all you really need is just maybe a video presentation. It could be a presentation of the company or a compensation plan or something that corporate has created and you're allowed to use, like a video webinar recording or whatever. And then just a button underneath. That's really all you need. Giving an information, then a button to join the business. That's all you really need. Okay. And then, I do advise having something like a way to contact you or communicate with you. Like at the bottom of this page, I've got a way, ask me questions, and they click this and they can talk to me on my Telegram and so on. So I also give this page out. I've got share codes so that you can grab this page with my share code and so on, so you can get in touch with your sponsor. They also have access to this page, so chat with them. And I've also put a video here so they can learn how to import this page into their Leads Leap account. This is pretty much what I'm teaching you how to do now. So anyway, that's what that means. Okay, and email me when someone opts in. So every time someone basically, when someone puts their name and email address on the form here and they click this button, they'll be added to your list. So every time that happens, you're going to get an email saying, congratulations, so-and-so has joined your email list. Okay, let me show you an example of an email that's coming in. I get all these emails coming in every single day because I'm promoting my list. As you can see, 2 new ones just came in the last few minutes. So I'm getting leads. That's what you'll see. Is you'll say Sendsteed is the name of the list we're using here for this particular Leads Leap platform. It's all part of Sendsteed, this whole system. So that's the these are the emails that come in. That's what that's talking about. It says someone has opted into your list, the details and the information there. So that's what you're going to see. So get to work and get eyeballs onto your pages, advertise, get it out there, upload some videos on YouTube, go out on social media, get people to look at your business. All right. And that's what that's doing. It's just simply collecting leads, and I'm being notified as and when I get emails jumping in on my list. Information about you. So, your name, your email address need to go in there. You need to verify your list. Okay, so what it'll ask you to do is it'll ask you to send a code to your email. Whatever you put in here, the code will be sent there when you click this button. The reason for that is because it needs to verify that you are a real person. We don't want people coming in here using this for spam purposes. So that's why you need to verify your list. So when the code comes, you'll be able to put that into there, and then that's fine. You'll be able to put an address in there. It explains why we need to do that. And then email signature. This is what goes out on every single email that you get sent, that sends out. Everything that you put in here You can open that up, and you've got a little editor. Put your picture profile if you want to, put your name in there, put a way to contact you by email, Telegram, Facebook, whatever. It's up to you. And then check all these boxes, and then that will go out at the bottom of every single email. Click save, and everything will be activated. And congratulations, your list is basically set up. However, you need to do a few more things. You need to go here on the next tab, and then make sure that you have a nice little welcome email set in here. Okay. So, for example, hi, first name. My name is Edward Keaton. I just wanted to thank you for opting in. If you need anything, let me know. I'm here for you. Okay, and a way to contact. They can contact you. Let's go get you set up, and then go back to your bridge page or whatever, or go back to this page so that they get more information about the business as to what they signed up for, or rather, what kind of the extra information that they were seeking. So that's that. And then also it says here, be on the lookout for my next email, as I'll be giving out some real gold nuggets to, So what you're doing here is you're just giving them some key information about what to expect within your list. You don't have to write all this out. You can just make it really friendly or whatever. It's fine. Notice there's some placeholders here. You can put the little placeholder here anywhere in the email, or like first name, for example. If you're collecting names, you can put that in there, and it'll personalize the email to them. So rather than saying hi first name, it'll say hi Jeff or hi Peter, depending on what their name is. So it personalizes it, and you can also do it in the subject line as well. And it says here, enable smart greeting. Just mouse over here just to learn what that means. It means if you want to do a fancy way of personalizing the message automatically without using the first name field, then that's a good way of doing it. I personally don't use that. Then down here, the signature here, this signature. It is if you don't put the signature in, it doesn't matter. It'll automatically be added to every email anyway, right at the bottom. However, by putting the signature here, you have more customization as to where you want the signature to specifically be. This is a great way of putting in something like the signature first, and then after the signature, you can put in a PS and then maybe a PPS or whatever, just to give a bit more information. It's just how you lay out your emails. You have more control and more customization. A little preview of the email here. That's quite important, or it's up to you. Sometimes I don't even bother, but it is optional, so that if people can actually see in their email application roughly what the email is about, so that they're more likely to click potentially. So that's that. Okay, so that's a welcome message. Now you can also edit the verification email, because this is a two-step opt-in. You need to have. That's what Leads Leap requires. There's no option for single opt-in. In other words, they have to verify their email address before they get your messages. There's no other way to bypass that. So if they don't verify their emails, then they're not going to be able to get your emails going forward. But there is a way around that, and I'll explain that in this video later on. However, you can customize this by giving them a bit of value in that. So it's up to you what you want to put in there, or just leave it if you're unsure. Just use the default template. Most people will not bother to edit that, so that's fine. So okay, I'm going to just move on now. If you've got a share code from somebody like your upline, you don't even need to really necessarily put in the welcome email, because the chances are the first email message in the share code from your sponsor, if they've given you a share code with all the email follow-up series, will automatically be added into this, and the first email, which is email 0. Let me just go here. I've got a lot of emails that are stacked up to go out periodically. The first email is also regarded as the email that's instantly sent out immediately. So this email that you see here that we just spoken about is the same email here. So whatever you put in here in day 0 is going to go out immediately, and it's going to be the same email as what you've got here. So either you edit it here or you edit it here. It's up to you. Now, all these emails that are going out, for example, this is immediately, this is day 1, day 2, and so on. they go out they go out automatically. This is a pro feature, so free members can't use this feature. If you want to use this feature and automate all your email follow-up series, this is something that you can consider, and you can upgrade and use this. You have an option to import a share code if your sponsor has given you a share code, and you can use the import option and put in the share code in there. Okay. Follow the on-screen instructions, and you can decide whether or what you need to set here. So replace all the existing ones. If you've already got email follow-ups in there, you may not want to set that. You want to do that instead, or you can just replace everything that's already in there with the new share code with all the emails to overwrite everything that you've got in there already. Now, if you've got a day 0 in the follow-up messages, then yes, you can check that. You can just check that anyway. If you're confused, just check that anyway. If it's available, it'll be added into your in there as well. So that concludes that aspect of that. You can import leads, okay, in a number of different ways. You can import a CSV file if you've got external leads, but there are rules. Okay, I think that you can import up to 500 emails, but they need to be verified. I wouldn't go that route myself, but that's up to you. You can also import them by entering them manually. Okay, that's up to you by copying the emails, but don't spam people. Okay, if you start spamming people, people will complain about you and your account will be closed down. Okay, and rightly so, because we don't want to encourage spamming. I'm not going to go through everything, otherwise this video will become so long. So I've covered email series. Okay, so we've gone over those. Okay, that's fine, and those are the email series for that particular broadcast. And then let's look at broadcast. Okay, broadcast is something that you really should use, guys. When people opt in, not only do you have an option to send them automated follow-up emails that we've just discussed, you also have an option to send them manual emails, okay, in bulk. Okay, so you don't need to email them out one by one. You just email to everyone on your list about something like a webinar or a training, or just nurturing them about something, or offering them some value or whatever. You can just add a broadcast and then put in an email and a subject line and a body. You can also write it out and then test it as well. Again, you've got the personalization tags, okay, such as first name and stuff. So you can just you're basically writing out an email as you would normally, but in this case, you're going to be sending out to a lot of people on your list potentially. You can send it out according to a time. Okay, so you can just select the time when you want to send it out, and then select the time frame when it'll start to send out. Okay, do you want to repeat this? So in other words, if you've got a webinar or something that happens every single week, and you want to notify them automatically, you can select yes every 7 days if your webinar is every 7 days, and it'll go out at the same time and day on every 7 days. And then you can set the limit, like you can go out max 2 months or whatever, or you can go out however until whenever. Okay, so maybe send it out for I don't know, however until whenever you want to stop sending it out for your repeat broadcasts. Okay. If you've got a number of lists like I do, then you can select whatever lists are appropriate, but don't spam. Remember that your content needs to be filtered specifically to the people who have specifically signed up for that information. So be careful about selecting lots of different lists. So in other words, it's not a good idea to send out your new business opportunity that you joined, such as a weight loss company, network marketing company, to a list that you did previously related to cryptocurrency. It wouldn't work. Okay, so don't do that. Send it out only to active subscribers would be recommended, of course. There are other options that you can consider there. Inactive subscribers, you want to be careful about that, because people are inactive for a reason. Okay, and if you start sending out a lot of blasts to people who are inactive, especially spam, then they're going to complain about you, and you might get a warning, and your account could potentially be closed down. So be careful. You can also send out unverified subscribers. This is what I was talking about earlier. Another way that you can get your people who are not verifying their account for whatever reason, to actually, become verified. All right, so it's just mouse over this and just to check the information there. But this is it looks like it's just a pro member feature. But if you want to get them to verify, you can send out emails up to four times, again, like a broadcast, to people who are unverified, to try and get them to pay attention to your email. So if they click a link in your email, they're automatically going to become verified. That's a pretty unique feature with the Leads Leap. I'm not going to cover too much about the link to tag option because I've personally never used this, but that's up to you. You can mouse over the details there and learn a bit about that. And then when you're done, you can click save and activate, and then you can save and close that. I would recommend you test it, but it'll go out and it'll be scheduled to go out, and then it'll go out at the time you decide to send it out. Okay, so remember, let me remind you, if you click here, the tutorial section, it'll cover every aspect of the list manager, because you're on this page. You're currently on this page now. So that's why the tutorials within this section are going to be talking specifically about the list manager. We're going to cover just very briefly, if you have a blog and you want to set up a blog, it's not a blog platform here. However, what it will do is, if you have a blog externally, you can put in the RSS feed for that blog, and every time a new blog is posted on your blog, it's just going to simply broadcast to the members who are subscribed to a particular list. Okay, so as you can see, I'm not using that feature, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. Same applies for YouTube. I haven't set this up either. So again, if you have a YouTube channel and you can grab the YouTube RSS feed, which is apparently available. Every time you upload a video, it'll send out that video to the members of your list. Okay, of a particular list. Okay, not all the lists. You have to set it up specifically. Okay, and they need to sort of subscribe to that list in order to be to view your content. Anyway, that concludes this section of this tutorial. So we'll talk about the page manager next, and we'll probably recap some of the aspects of the email marketing area as well within the page map builder section. So the next video is about the page builder. So as I say, we will cover some of the stuff that we've covered already in the email marketing section as well, because there is some overlap here, and there are certain things that will relate. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in the next section. Bye for now.